Yeah, no, you're fine.
October the 21st. That's a Tuesday. I have a morning and some no, just one morning on that day. On the 23rd, I have some afternoons. So the 21st would be a Tuesday. The 23rd would be a Thursday in October.
And you have some in the afternoon on that Thursday?
I do. I have a 12:30, a 1, a 1:30, and a 2 o'clock.
Let's go for the 12:30 on that Thursday.
Okay.
You said that's October 23rd?
Yes, yeah. So the week before this appointment, you will get a text reminder from us. The text reminder will also send you to a link to fill out some new patient paperwork for us. If you don't get the text,
Yes, please. Yeah. Yeah. Gotcha. No, I think that's it. You've been more than helpful. Thank you. You too. Bye. Well, good morning. This is Leah, the Laughing Tria. I just got off the phone with a place trying to make an appointment with me, and I am getting messages from my doctor this morning. It's about Igor. Oh, geez. My husband sent me an audio clip of somebody yelling at his work. That sounds like fun. Um, don't no, yeah, we want to, yeah, okay, there we go. So, yeah, I was literally about to press, go to the other screen so that we can see the game and everything when I got the call from them, and I was going to say once I got on here that, like, uh if I need to get off of here and go take this call, then I need to do it, like I need to get in there. For there was two things, as a matter of fact. Good morning, Lion. How are you doing? The overlay, yeah, I love it. It's awesome. So the first appointment is for gastroenterology from where I haven't been digesting food at night. Like, it's the weirdest thing. I'll actually puke up my entire dinner at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I'll lay there feeling so sick and so sick and so sick until it just can't take it anymore. Go into the bathroom. It's gonna come up. It's gonna come up. Uh, why don't you put the header on? I know, I need to still. I did what I could, and I'm going to get to the rest when I can. I've got so many other doctor's appointments and stuff going on right now. It's just a little bit overwhelming, especially with weaning off of my pain medications at the same time. So, yeah, the second appointment is bone scan, and what it is for my foot, my leg, my right leg, where like the whole lower part of that limb, because that's where the original injury happened, and we know that I have cartilage damage down there. Um, but that shouldn't be causing all of this kind of pain that I'm experiencing. It's just some cartilage damage, right? It should just be feeling a little bit weird when I move that joint. So I had one of these done back in ages ago, 2022, like May of 2022, and it had only been about what 10 months after the original injury happened, and uh what they're looking for within the bone scan. I'll try to talk and trade at the same time. We're using Will because he has a higher charisma score. um oh god, I'm so choppy right now. What is going on? Anyways, the bone scan is to check for bone loss, and um, it's not the same as a bone density scan, where they pretty much just scan your hip structure and see how dense you are in through there, and that's kind of checking for like menopausal osteoporosis and stuff like that. What a bone scan is checking for is like any sort of bone loss, blood flow loss, that sort of thing that's going on in a limb. So when we're talking about bone loss, how long does it take for any observable bone loss to be able to be observed, right? That could take up to a year, maybe even two, for observable bone loss to be able to be seen. Like, you're gonna sit there and look at those scans from 8 months after my injury and be like, well, this is normal, because there hasn't been any time for that to happen. So that's exactly what they saw. And unfortunately, the bone scan is one of three diagnostic tools that they use to diagnose chronic regional pain syndrome. So, oh yeah, I can just press cell wares and get rid of some of the bullshit, right? There we go. So, the chronic regional pain syndrome is diagnosed by three diagnostic tests. If you're looking at diagnosing it in the United States, there's also a different diagnostic scoring thing that they use in other parts of the world called the Budapest scoring, whatever it is, and it's got five diagnostic tests that I don't know what happened with my can we chat. Yeah, absolutely. I'm sorry, your internet went down. So the three tests that they do here in the United States, especially with workman's comp, to diagnose my condition, is QSART. It's QSART, which insufficient gold. Well, sorry, Aaron. I just ran you straight out of gold, didn't I? Um, that one is going to test your sweat response, which I think is pretty interesting. But it was not comfortable. They hook up suction cups to both legs, and this is at the same time that they do the second diagnostic test. The second diagnostic test is called a thermogram, and during the thermogram, they put you in a room that's about 60 to 65 degrees, which is pretty cold for me. You see me sitting here in long sleeves and pants, and it is practically still summertime, like, yeah, I'm in the basement, but I should not be this, like, cold on my right side all the time. So, that's exactly what it showed too, and I wish I could show you guys the picture. I'll have to look it up in Facebook once it comes back around in my memories, unfortunately, because I think I deleted it off of my phone. I was actually going to show my newest doctor the picture of it for my first appointment, and I couldn't find it, and I was like, dude, I know when it was. It was in May of 2022. Like, I could practically tell you it was May 23rd of 2022. Like, I've seen it so many times. Well, it shows the gradient of color change, which is like the warmth change on right and left. And this picture clearly shows my left side is running normally, it's warm according to like the FLIR camera that's on me, and my right leg is black on the thing and blue, and it is showing some hot spots, which are the spots where I get nerve burn, like on my ankle and on my calf, and that's it. Like that's what it has. It's so cold all the way up, like past my knee. It is blue, and it's that gradient where there's no red, there's no yellow, there's no green or whatever, except for these little tiny hot spots. And so Q started at the same time, um, and it didn't show anything different at this point. But I tell you what, it like at that point, it didn't show anything different. But at this point, there are obvious differences where like my right leg doesn't sweat, but if I get cold, I will start sweating, and I don't understand that whatsoever. But nerves being what they are, nerve damage being what it is, you're never gonna understand like why it is that these things are happening, but it is happening. That is for sure. I'm gonna buy all of his magic items off of him so that we can gear up a little bit. And then he wears padded armor, so I'm gonna buy padded armor +1 for him. I guess I gotta sell some more things. Sell my teddy bear. That's so sad. Sell my bucket. Anyways, QSART didn't show any difference. But again, this was 8 months after the injury. Thermogram showed a huge difference, and the bone scan didn't show any difference at all. So 2 out of 3 were negative for me. Only 1 was positive, but that positive was so compelling that they were like, yeah, she's got CRPS. Now, I'm supposed to have 2 out of 3. Now, this is where the problem with my diagnosis comes in, or the problem with my settlement and all of that, is because they don't want to say that I actually have CRPS. And I am continuing to tell them that yes, I do. Everybody says that I do. And everybody says that it is that and has been that since the beginning. But it's just not happening. So I'm going to go back for another bone scan. And we're going to see. We're going to see. Because right now, I tell you what, you can tell I'm country when I say that. If I feel across my 2 shins, right here is where it starts to feel soft on the right and painful to like any sort of pressure. Like it feels like it's actually bending and starting to break when I put enough weight on it. It feels like it's bowing like this. So the further up I go, the more it gets soft, the more I feel that there is a literal indentation in my shin bone. And when I get to about right there, I can feel a bone spur. Like I can feel one. And I don't know if that was a prior injury or not, or something that happened after this injury because of soft bone structure. But it is painful. It's one of those like I'm gonna puke instantly sort of pains. And then when I come up a little bit, it's thicker up here towards my knee. Like it feels like a knot in the bone, like in through there, and then it becomes normal back, when the bone ends and the knee structure starts. But over on the side of it as well, it feels soft down the entire edge of my shin bone all the way down. Like it almost feels like it goes like this in like a curving pattern or whatever. And when it comes to the actual structure of like my foot, I can tell that there's far less muscle structure, like muscle weight, I don't know, like any sort of muscle. And that's atrophy. But they want to say this dude measured my calf around my shin on both sides to see if I was lying about the atrophy, basically, and he didn't measure in the right spot. If I had known that that was what he was doing, I would have told him, no, in the foot and in the thigh. I'm so atrophic and through here, like you can literally feel the difference throughout my entire outer thigh, and you can see it on my backside as well. Like, it's not cool. But anyways, the bone structure in my foot doesn't feel soft, but it feels cold all the time, and that means that I have not had proper blood flow. You know what? I'm gonna get his scrolls from him and get him give them to Gale. Sorry, this is taking so long, guys, but you know, enlarge insufficient. Oh, he's got all the gold now. Well, never mind. Sylvanus be with you. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, it's just always cold. It can't have been getting the proper blood flow all this entire time. It can't have been gaining anything this entire time. So what I'm going back for this bone scan for is to get my proper diagnosis, pretty much, because the thermogram and QSART is done by the same person. I think it was Rocky Mountain Pain Relief, and it's all the way up in like Aurora area or like Lakeside or something, or all the way up in Denver. And right now, that's just not feasible. I just cannot be in a car for that long. That would be nutso to me. So, I'm gonna do what I can, basically, and hope for the best. And now that I have this scrambler therapy coming up, it kind of almost seems like I have like a deadline for these things to get done, which is nice. It's okay, you know. Speak to Roland. Okay, so we are speaking to them as Will instead of Ciri. Why did I do that? This is what Will would say, isn't it? Oh, and he didn't even... Sorry, Will. How does he have 4 inspiration? Fine, I'll stay. Yeah, you should. Switch back over to Ciri while I'm thinking about it. Like an idiot. We already did the one with the kid, so let's talk to these 2 tieflings over here next. I keep getting disconnected from the chat room and then put back in. So right now I have 29 followers, and I would like to have a little call to action here, because what I would like to start doing, Lion, this includes you, is I would like to start streaming these live on YouTube as well, just these little hour sessions. Whoops. Sorry. Jeez. So, what I need on YouTube for that to happen, I looked up their guidelines this morning, and they want me to have 50 subscribers, and obviously no bad marks on my channel. So the call to arms here is to go over to my YouTube channel and subscribe. I don't even care if you watch any videos of mine, or if you put a like on any of them or anything like that. Just go over there and subscribe for right now, so that I can start streaming this live on Twitch and YouTube probably at the same time, and then doing the chronicling thing, which involves recording it and then putting it on YouTube later. However, I think that I would get more engagement. Obviously, I would get more engagement if this was streaming live on YouTube as well. So, Lion, call in your reinforcements, dude, because I need them. I obviously don't have any friends of my own that are into watching this or supporting this at all, except for my husband. He would probably go over there and subscribe. But, yeah. Yeah. Let's do this. 50 subscribers on YouTube. That's what I need, yo. Is anybody watching right now? Just me! It feels so weird talking to myself. Not as weird as my body feels. But, like, I'm really socially awkward in the first place. So. They're just children. Why are you teaching them to fight? That would be me. Soak the battlefield with blood. Do not resist death, but embrace it. Jesus. That's horrid. Be strong and watch over your kin and trust there is victory. I like that one. Bad news, children, you're all gonna die. Let's make them cheer. Yay! You got a scarred ass face. But yay! Shouldn't that have given one of us some inspiration? Any whoosies. Well, Gwex, the target's far better. No, I'm not going to say that to him. Try hitting the target. Okay, so this is, do we have better insight or better athletics? I think we have better insight. I think she has an insight. No, she doesn't have a proficiency, does she? Probably would have been either. Okay, we got some approval. Don't shout out your moves. More approvals. Too bad we find him dead later on in the game. Oh, spoilers. Sorry. I did that on purpose. Could you tell? Alright, now we're gonna go over talking Zoru, and he is going. Oh, we got a battle axe. Yeah, this is Lae'zel thing. This is the guy who saw other Githyanki in the area. Anyways, today my foot is very, very cold. I took pictures of my ear this morning because my ear was red, swollen, and drooping. Like I said, happens to it. So I took a couple of pictures in the mirror. Got some approvals. Lower. Oh yeah, how I'm feeling today. Leg is cold, ear is being weird. Hand was burning. Left hand was burning yesterday. It's my right ear that's getting cold like that, and then red and swollen at the same time. Right leg is swollen, or not swollen. Right leg is cold. The tingling is all the way through my entire right leg and up to here on my hip right now, and I think the barometric pressure is changing or low, because it's actually pretty dang bad. Changes that I am seeing as I am coming off of Gabapentin is obviously the burning in the right hand, more burning, tingling sensation in through like my face right here and down, and like to my collarbone or whatever. This is vagus nerves. And then my right hand going cold, just like cold to the touch, or like my fingers are extra cold or whatever, like extra cold, more cold than they should be. And oh, my ears, I've decided not to put anything in probably until after the scrambler therapy, and then I'll probably stretch them back out to where they were. My ear is very cold right now, as a matter of fact. So I've had 8s, 10s, and 12s since I was a teenager, and I got them out to zeros when I was like 18 or so, and in my 20s I decided zeros and 2 gauges, and then my third holes closed up. So I've had zero gauges and 2 gauges for a very, very, very long time now, and there's no reason why I can't get anything in on my right ear. It just seems super swollen right now at odd times. So like I'll take them out for my bath or my shower, and I'll try to put them back in, and I'll be like, why is this not fitting right now? And then I'll leave them out and try to put them in when it's feeling better. And I've put my danglers in a couple of times, but it's not doing the trick. So I'm just gonna wait on it. I'm just gonna just going to wait. I saw the word trait. That's what it was, and said trait. All the approval, no disapproval. Did you say tiefling? Faerun, though? If you can say no more, I won't pry you, Lazel. Oh no, wait, what? Have I been streaming under stream starting soon this entire time, you guys? No, it says game. Why is the stream manager not? You guys. Okay, OBS is showing me. Okay, good. I looked down at the thing and it says stream starting soon still, and I was like, ain't no way. I'm trying to think of what else I was going to talk about today. CRPS is being crazy. Lots of appointments being scheduled. I'm trying to get them done before I can't do them. Changes that I'm feeling, obviously. Yeah, that burning through my palm is like right here on my left hand, like right in between these two fingers. It sucks. What else? What else? My kids are 10 and 12, and I've started training them to cook for themselves. There's a week in October that they're off of school, and it's the week right before I will not have any Gabapentin on board whatsoever. So that is going to be a hard week for me, and I need them to do a lot of taking care of themselves, and probably a lot of taking care of me as well during that time. And I'm not talking like bathing or anything like that, but at least cooking for themselves, because that amount of standing is not going to be feasible for me at that point. Anything red we cannot have. Let's go and talk to Damon. Show me your wares.
If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of
I've been going for 39 minutes now.
Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before L2L.
So he's going to give us some insight into lore about Elturel and the tieflings.
Most of it. But alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.
He was one of the ones that escaped, so good on him. It's a scimitar +1. What is this? Longsword +1. I like the mini crossbows. Where are they? Hand crossbow, yeah. Okay, let's sell this battle axe that we got. I'm not gonna sell those. Oops. Oh, I'm selling his Ciri. Oops. Sort by type. Send camp. Let's read some. Invasion plans. Balderan. The Annals of Baldur's Gate. What do you have? Some errors. Should we give them to Astarion or should... Yeah, we should. Okay. All stuff he should have. This pouch. It's empty, right? I'm gonna add to wares. Send this off to Ciri. Both of these we're gonna send to Astarion. Spell Thief. Once per short rest, you regain a level 1 spell slot when you land a critical hit with the Spell Thief. So the people who are going to use the bow the most are either going to be me or Astarion. Let's send it to me, Ciri, for right now. Ring of Flinging is going to be for Karlach, but for right now we're going to send it to Shadowheart. Rain Dancer we're going to send to Gale for right now. Will's going to equip that, and then we'll add his last one to wares. Gloves of Missile Smearing I like for myself, for Ciri. Dragon's Grasp is going to be used by Shadowheart. Alright. Equip this. Gloves of Power. On a hit with a weapon attack, possibly inflict negative 1 die 4 penalty to the target's attack rolls and saving throws, and it has a +1 sleight of hand. So I normally give these to Lizelle, who can't really use the sleight of hand, or Astarion, which I think we will do now. She needs to equip this if... yes. Level 1 spell slot, though. We have 3 of those, whereas Astarion, I think, has 0. So I think we made the right choice here. And this light crossbow, if I'm not mistaken, I need to hold on to that and give it to somebody else. Gloves of Power. Equip a whip. Okay. So what we're going to do now is go back to camp and look at everybody else. Gather up their items that we can sell and give things to them. Okay. Dragon's Grasp. Equip. Oops! I equipped that for myself! Whoops! Stop it! Who did I just equip that on then? It's so hard. Okay. She doesn't have anything that she shouldn't have. We're just going to send one off. Gale, what do you have? A bunch of these things. And a book. It's the Book of the Dead that we've already read. So we'll be just fine here. Let's see. Mask of the Shapeshifter. Let's give this to Gale. Let's open this chest that we haven't opened before. Cape of the Red prince, a lute, a bicorn of the sea beast, needle of the rogue outlaw. We should send that to Astarion. Bewildering Adventurers pack. Okay, let's see what. Okay, it was a bunch of food and a bunch of stuff that we're gonna send on to Shadowheart because they're all potions, Hill Giant Strength, and stuff like that. Okay, so Drake General die. Combine this die with an equipment item to alter the colors of the fabric. Why don't we combine this with this for right now, just to see? Yeah, I thought so. It's like red and yellow, and I don't really like it. So I'm going to pick it up and add to wares. And I'm also going to pick this up and add it to wares. I'm also going to pick this up and add it to wares. Just sell everything right now, right? Okay, I think we are pretty set, right? Yeah, I can't equip any of that stuff without actually pulling them into the fray. So, Needle of the Outlaw Rogue is just as good as the dagger for him. So now he's got 2. Should have put a short sword on him before I sold them all. Oh well, whatever. We'll get more. And then Ciri, we can equip this cape on you. Let's see. Isn't that nice? The Drake General. I think that's what we're supposed to be matching here. And then this crossbow. I forgot to see who exactly needed it, so I'm just going to send it to camp for right now. Just get it out of our stuff so we don't get rid of it accidentally. Let's come back over. Let's do some more selling. Oh yeah, and call to arms. We're going to go over to YouTube and subscribe. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe. I want 50 subscribers so that I can start live streaming over there as well. Come on, guys, we can do this.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my cooking elsewhere.
Boom. It's all gone. Okay, hand crossbow, 163. We have 170. We need to think about this. Hunting shortbow is 163. +1. Scimitar +1. That's only +1. So are these. This, though, safeguard shield with saving throw. Is anybody even using a shield right now? I don't even think so. So it's between the bow, the hunting shortbow, and the hand crossbow. Gale can use this, which would be like an extra thing once he runs out of regular spells that he can use. Let's just do this for right now. It does have Hunter's Mark though, which I don't know. I've got Fairy Fire. Ciri has Fairy Fire. Ciri also has Hunter's Mark as well. So Hunter's Mark is going to mark a creature as your quarry to deal an additional 1 to 6 piercing damage whenever you hit it with a weapon attack. And I believe it's even better when it's under Fairy Fire. But if we can give more people that, then that would be cool too. So let's go ahead and pick up that. And I think we might just give it to Astarion. Because he's the one that will be using bows more often. I believe. I should just sell that. I sent it to camp. Oh well. We'll get it. So now that we have no money left and nothing to sell, let's go find something to sell. I'm just going to do some ASMR looting of Faerun here. Here's Roland that we talked to just a second ago.
Instead, we're just sitting here,
Staying is a mistake.
begging to be attacked.
Why the rush to leave? You don't understand.
Apprenticeship
I need to get back to Loroican. I cannot be late.
That's Loroican, the greatest wizard in Baldur's Gate. His name is known far and wide.
Astarian's from Baldur's Gate as well, so he knows Loroican, or at least has heard the name.
Until now, that is.
If we were talking to him with Gale, it would be something else. It would be something like, "Oh, I've heard of that guy. He's horrible."
My friend.
Yes, may we meet in Baldur's Gate. Okay, let's speak to Okta because she's going to give us stuff that we can then resell. Take a bowl. We got some gruel. Lae'zel, your turn.
Best to fill your belly now while we still can.
She got a bowl. Astarian, your turn.
You fancy a bite to fill your belly now while we still can.
No, thank you. The smell is my. Oh. Grey Gru reminds me of home.
Been on hard times too, huh?
Have more. Got some gruel. Will, your turn. Get some gruel now.
Fancy best to fill your belly now while we still can.
What is it?
Food. You want it?
Food, obviously. Suck it up.
The only way we'll make it to Baldur's Gate. If
Bowl of brown.
sense, you'll need every bit of strength.
Okay, now we each got our gruel. And we can continue looting. There's some stuff all over this platform here. Mostly food. But I believe there was some good stuff too that we can resell. Yeah. Stuff that nobody cares about. As long as we're not stealing, we're okay. But as soon as it says red, we gotta leave it alone. Ciri. Okay, so this is their stuff that they left behind. Aridin and Ramira and Barth from our little fight before. If they had not left, they would be sitting around this and we wouldn't be able to get this stuff. So obviously I take the way that's better for me, right? It's not like they died yet or anything. So, by like telling them to go, or not telling them to go, encouraging them to go, I think is kind of what we did. I think they kind of made their own minds up about it. We didn't say anything about staying, though. So yeah, it was a little bit late getting in because of making these appointments. Been going for 53 minutes now. I know like 10 minutes of that though is me being on the telephone. There's a chest over here that we're going to need a lockpick. So we'll have Astarian do that for us because he is excellent at this sort of thing. Yeah, we know it's... Do the thing, Astarian. As soon as we can get the gloves that give us guidance, we will. Let's not go in there yet. Let's just continue to loot. There's a backpack and an open crate. Another guy, his name is Ikaron. There's a book called 1 Feet, 2 Feet, Well Meat, Wheel Meat, and I would love to read it to you guys. 1 foot, 2 feet, well met, wheel meat. 2 drakes, 1 mink, 1 drop, 2 drinks. 1 bear, 3 beers. Come join, drink here. 1 foot, 2 feet, well met, wheel meat. Yondala and Garl shared twixt them a farl, all covered in butter, and they liked each other. Along come a fly, who flew in with a cry to the buttery farl of Yondala and Garl. When Garl took a bite, Yondala shrieked with fright, "Don't eat that, oh my! That's a butterfly!" Ha 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 ha. There was an old man named Elmoon, who made the best buns in Faerun. The elders did scold him whenever he sold them, saying, "Elm, bring those buns to our room." It's very Dr. Seuss, and I love it. Notes from a soothsayer. The frightened noble and the ochre omen. And I tell you it was so. I believe this would be a lie then. Whatever it's talking about, them seeing something. I don't believe it either then. Oh, that should have gone to see it. Whatever. Doesn't even matter. There's a vase over here. Oh, there's a recruitment poster. And there's a backpack, and there's nothing in it. There never is. There's a bunch of red stuff up here. Where we were, we already got what's in this haystack. And there's Arin over there, so instead of going through that door that was down there, let's go this way. There's some metallic gloves that we can pick up. There's a travel-worn chest that we can lockpick. And there's a wooden crate and a wooden trunk that are free for anybody. Which only has like 2 1-coin items, but still, let's lockpick this. Good job, Astarian. That was a hard one. 36 coins, a hyena ear, and a fire amber that tells us that there are hyenas in this land. So, shall we talk to Mattis? If we do, he's going to try to Sophie's going to try to pickpocket us.
Just be quick.
Let's do it.
Hold out your hand, mister. Let me show you something.
He's a cutie, though.
Take this ring. It's lucky.
Is it? Nice sleight of hand. Hamar's flourish, right? I think we should do the rogue one since he's a rogue.
I never learned names or anything. Just the tricks. Anyway, forget that. Take the ring. I want to show you how lucky it is.
Vanish the ring with a reverse Hamar's flourish, or I have no time for a scam. Bye, kid. Oh, we should do the sleight of hand, right? This is something that I've never found in this one before. I've never talked to him with Astarian. Gone.
Bleeding hells! Okay, maybe you don't need extra luck. But since you're already holding the thing, call it. Heads or tails?
Pocket the ring. I think that's going to make their boss kind of angry, though, so I don't want to do that. Yeah, let's just say heads.
Heads it is. See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings.
No, it's
I
not.
wonder where that came from. Real cheap, too. Interested?
You can drop the act. Thanks for the free ring. No thanks, could I see your other wares? Return the ring and leave. Hold on, one coin toss doesn't prove anything. See now, right now, Sylphia's doing her thing, pickpocketing us.
I don't know what you mean.
This is a Tinker's trash scam. A clumsy one. Yeah. Anyone could see this as a modified War Widow scam or return the ring and leave. I think this one.
You can't do that one with rings. It has to be with bracelets because... Oh, damn. Last chance. You want to look at my stuff or not? I knew it. Hang on. That's what I got.
He failed the perception check. Sophie got him. What did she take? Oh, that's nasty. Okay, so the things that he has are not really a ring of being really invisible, or infinite wishes, or resistance to ants, or lekinesis. Fishing line. Yeah, a small pebble swings from the length of a fishing line. Yeah. Tarbell's Guide to Distractions. A clamshell for 17 coins, kid. He's crazy. Anyways, he's got some dyes. He's got some food. He's got 2 camp supply packs. Let's just sell our wares. Get rid of the books that we read and a few of these 1 coin items that are not going to change when we switch over to Will and sell with him. Mattis.
Nothing caught you.
Perception check. Done. Grab her hand. Now someone's starting young. Who taught you that? Observe her silently. Maybe these are just crocodile tears. Ignore her theatrics and grab her. Read her thoughts. Relax, I won't get angry. You didn't even manage to get anything from me. Or get out of my sight. I don't like those two. We should do the rogue one. Someone's starting young.
One of the big kids. How did you catch me?
A perception check? How else? You're clumsy. A dead man could have caught you. You were just unlucky this time, but you've got talent, I can tell. Should we boost her up, or should we try to get her away from this lifestyle? She's gonna need this lifestyle if she is going to survive on the way to Baldur's Gate. But once she gets there, if she gets there, she actually, no spoilers, she gets a pretty good income for a child. You know, child type income once she gets there, if she gets there. Who's watching? Just me! I think I'm gonna do number 1.
Okay.
Oh, dang.
Try harder not to get caught next time.
Her little reaction, I hated that. I should have saved. I should have saved. Okay, let's switch back over to Ciri for right now. And go further down this hill. See what's happening down here.
Please, that's through.
Let my daughter go right now. She's a thief, Hellspawn, and you will wait for Corvus' judgment. Now get back.
Let me through, right, Rochelle, Rick and down throat out.
Here's the thing is, she's right. She should have access to her child, especially if they've been accused of doing something that is going to invoke punishment. The child should have access to a lawyer and an adult who can make sure that they are safe.
We'll not tolerate drowning here.
How can you tell?
Keep back! Force my hand and I'll show you its claws.
A moment, Gianna.
What? Oh,
She is so full of hatred.
you. Apparently Corga wants to see you. Go ahead.
She can't just say what's going on first. She gotta be all confrontational. We don't allow drow here. This one, apparently, you do. Okay, so these people are doing a spell. It's this green circle around these statues here. The statue in the middle is the idol of Sylvanas. It's the one that they are praying to that is making the green circle appear around. This plaque is going to say something. The sickle's off limits. Plaque. Sylvanas the Old Oak. So let's talk to Apicusis.
Speak. Find Nettie in her room. Through the carved door, deeper in the grove. The bird knows. She needs to know. You do not.
Dang, okay. We say the same thing to her that we said to the God Lady.
Forgive me. It is not you I fear. It is my brethren. More follow Corga every day. They are afraid, and she offers a simple solution. Eject the refugees, and we will be safe. Perhaps not. But that does not make it right. Only Master Helsing can stop this. I pray my bird returns with news of him.
That is a good moral compass right there. Just because something isn't wrong doesn't make it necessarily right either. That is a good way of looking at things. That is the do no harm doctor's thing. Are you helping to prepare the ritual then? She doesn't want to.
Corga will give the order, and my voice will not matter.
If we put on speak to animals, yeah, we should do it. There's a couple animals to speak to in here as well. So this is red, 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 red. We got plaque to read. Red crate, but we can have some of these. So Oak Father, Forest Father. We've definitely got some sort of a patriarchal type deity in Sylvanas. And Sylvan means, or Silva means forest in Latin. That's where we get the words Pennsylvania is Penn. One of the Quakers, his name was Penn. Penn's forested area is what they named Pennsylvania.
Concentrating.
Anything with Sylvania is like wooded area is what that means. So Sylvanas is obviously forest, wooded, whatever. It's very Green Man, if anybody knows mythology of Green Man. Slightly off. Push it a little bit to the right. This coin. I'd leave it out. It's too dull. Because then we'll get it for ourselves. What? Is that really worth the inspiration? Well, I mean, but we have 4. We can't have more than 4. So if we get another one, it'll be wasted anyways. We might as well keep it at 3. That way, if we get an extra, we get one. Okay, so now we can have the shiny key, and we can have the gold. Thank you, little bird. There's even a piece of wheat in there if we want it. The shiny key is going to go to a chest that is located up where? Is it right up there? It is. We'll get up there. Let's speak to Tuffet. He's Sleepy Bear. Let's see, it's been an hour and 10 minutes. I can tell. I don't actually want to use the elevator right now, but that will enable us to be able to use the elevator later. Elevator later! Now let's speak to Volo, now that we've made it full circle around this thing.
my good friend. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close?
Of course, Volo.
Please, there's no overstating my interest.
Fine, ask your questions. There's no overstating my disinterest, or just leave and just ignore his ass.
How would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
They look like goblins, right? Oh no, we failed the history check. Owsy Welsy. Shape-shifted divas.
Can it be? Terribly compelling. And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass?
Oh, he's rolling with it. Was it any dragon? It was brass, no doubt about it. I think there's been a misunderstanding. What do you want exactly? Mistook. Dragon. Sure, Volo. I honestly can't remember if they did or not. Me, not Ciri. Goblin's superstition? Not with the ink and parchment, or hold your tongue. I think I will hold my tongue.
I'm on my way to their camp as we speak. I always knew my studies in cookware would come to some use.
You know what, there is another change that I've been experiencing in my body that I meant to speak about, and I'm glad that it actually happened so that I can speak about it, is my second toe has been throbbing up underneath of the nail, and what it feels like is ingrown nail. It feels like the nail is like growing weird or whatever, and as of yesterday it is actually red and swollen, so I can't tell if it's infected or if it's just CRPS red and swollen, or what's going on there, unfortunately, but it hurts and there's no fixing it, because if it is an ingrown toenail, it's not like they can cut it out or anything like that. There's literally no fixing this right now. So, as throbbing, this cannot come soon enough, this scrambler therapy. Okay. Be careful about our conversation earlier. Why the dragon? What brought you in the wilds in the first... Why the dragon? Every story benefits from a dragon. It's very George R. R. Martin. Yes? Boss?
Just a moment. This man is recording my story. I am far from home.
If you do not have this on, all he does is go and growling at him. It's hilarious if you don't have the animal speech on. Oh no! we're just gonna pick up a couple of things. Look at this fishing rod here. Oh, and a bucket of fish. Hey, we got a fish. And then a Primon. Oh, wait. Isn't there a plaque? Yes. Which one? Oh, Tree Father this time. Oak Father, Forest Father, Tree Father. Well, they're all pertaining to about the same thing, aren't they? So right here is a flat rock that if we are strong enough, we will be able to move. And we will find under it the amulet of Sylvanas. Now let's go speak to Orm.
He didn't come back, did it? His smell is gone. He's gone.
He's talking about Halsin.
Master, he left with the weaponed two legs. He said he'd be back. But I can smell them, the weaponed ones, and I cannot smell him. He's not coming back.
Don't worry, he'll be back. He looks strong, why not go after him? Sounds like he's dead.
No, the woods have gone dark. There's too many predators lately, and I was never the strong one.
As compared to what, though? We can take his fish, and every now and then he will catch another one, and we can take as many as we like. I think that that's a great secret. Like, if you need food in this first act, just go see Orm and be nice to him, and you can have his fish. I think it's random. It might be on a timer. It might be just like so many that you can have every day. I don't know. So let's come over here and let's look out. We are now in this cove next to the water that was over by the place where we started is around that corner. And further on, we can see some little outcroppings over here that it looks like one might be able to jump to. We'll find about that and out about that in a little while. Oh look, more fish. Thanks, Orm. Fishy, 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 fish. Back up to the sacred pool, and we got everything that was around it that we could pick up. If we steal their idol, we are going to be in trouble. So, next episode, we'll come up here and do this, and then we'll go through that other door. But for right now, I think I am thoroughly done. It is 10:20. I need to take my heart meds. I'm going to save and stop it there. Hope everybody had a good time. If you like what I'm doing and what I'm talking about here, then like, follow, subscribe, all of the different things depending on where you are, huh? But remember, Call to Arms is, if you're not on YouTube watching this, go over to YouTube, find me over there, Laughing Tree 8503, it's the same across all the boards, and subscribe so that I can start live streaming these on YouTube. Thanks a bunch, everybody. And hopefully nobody has to experience the CRPS, and if you are experiencing it right now, leave a comment. It'll make my day, that is for sure. Alright, bye.